Welcome back everyone to phillipcarterxoffIcial, where I post more about menswear, men's style, men's lifestyle, men's skincare, and of course, perfumery. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 fragrances for any man's collection who's looking to smell very classic, mature, handsome, and have that gentleman vibe-esque to his edge. And just before we continue everyone, if you haven't subscribed, first of all, welcome to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. When you subscribe, it helps me to create a lot more content for you guys at a faster pace, but I need your help. So go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe. The faster we get this channel monetized, the faster we can do things like free giveaways and improve the quality of production for this channel. But I need you guys to go ahead and do that. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and continue with today's list. And as always, we're going to be starting in reverse order. So starting with number 5 to number 1. And by no means necessary does that mean that any of these fragrances are going to be inferior to one another. It's just for the sake and format for this video. Okay, coming in at number 5 on this list is going to be coming in from the house of menswear. And this is Blue Gin. Oh, phenomenal. That is phenomenal. Guys, this is a perfect representation of a liquor fragrance, but a very gentleman, very classic approach to perfumery. As the name itself says, Blue Gin, it definitely is a gin-inspired fragrance. Now, some of the notes that are going to be found in this fragrance are going to be mandarin orange, cardamom, Sichuan pepper, juniper berries, and cascalone or cascalin. Now, this is a very interesting fragrance because it does smell very dehydrated, very incense, very smoky, if that makes sense. Let me know in the comment box if that makes sense to you. But it does have an opening of that mandarin orange for the first 10 to 15 seconds where it is citrusy, it is a bit zesty, but then it dries down to that more peppery approach to the dry down. So this has something called cascalone or cascalin. I'm not saying the word cologne, I'm saying the word cascalone or cascalin. Cascalin is a lab note, so it's a note made in the lab, and it smells very dry, very dehydrated, very smoky, very incense-like. If you're familiar with fragrances from Giorgio Armani, Acqua di Gio, any of those fragrances have that DNA that has that incense aromatic approach to the whole collection. That's kind of what's going on with this as well. For some people, that cascalin note might come out as synthetic, but it's actually very over-redundant in a very smoky and incense manner. So now this does have a more blue and aquatic approach to it, but it's not very youthful. So if you're familiar with fragrances like YEDP or Dior Sauvage, it's not going to be that. This is a lot more mature. This is a lot more classic. This is more of a gentleman vibe when you're wearing it. So this does have that very good representation of blue gin, an alcoholic beverage. Very well done. This is very challenging because of that cascalin note, but regardless, amazing. I love the opening and I love the dry down as well, but it is not for beginners. I would recommend that you sample this first before doing a buy. Do not blind buy this because of that cascalin note. I do think that that Sichuan pepper combination mixed with mandarin orange creates that aromatic, zesty, but yet smokiness component to the dry down, which is phenomenal. So this is an amazing alternative to blue fragrances. If you guys really don't want to go with something sweet, something ambroxan heavy, try this one out. Again, wears a lot more mature, wears a lot more masculine. I think that the Spanish perfumer behind this fragrance, Alberto Morillas, did a phenomenal job formulating this, especially with that combination between spices and aquatic saltiness. Phenomenal, absolutely worth it. Do check this one out. Do buy this at a discounted price because menswear fragrances are always a little bit higher up in price, but very good, phenomenal, well blended. You will not regret buying this. And I'm going to go ahead and give you guys an impression of the pressurized atomizer. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, phenomenal. That is so good. Let's go ahead and spray some on my skin too. Oh my gosh, guys. Phenomenal. That is so good. It's that smokiness component from the cascalin that just brings everything together. Now, again, this is very intense. This is very strong because of that cascalin note, that incense, smoky, dehydrated approach to this fragrance. But if you like that idea, mature, very blue, I would recommend this. I will say this, even though I always preach to wear your fragrances unapologetically, and you should wear your fragrances unapologetically, for this, I would recommend wearing it in the evenings, in spring, and in summer, simply because for the sake of the performance. When this activates with your sweat, it is nuclear. It is phenomenal. In the air, it is so good. Sillage, projection, and longevity are phenomenal. They're out the door. You can wear this any day, any season, any time. It doesn't matter. But for me, always spring and summer when the sun goes down, I'm definitely wearing this out a lot more at night. Once again, coming in from the house of menswear, this is Blue Gin. Okay, coming in at number 4 on this list is going to be coming in from the house of Bulgari. This is Bulgari Wood Essence. Oh, that is phenomenal. So in comparison to Blue Gin by menswear, this is going to be a lot more sweeter and a lot more zestier. You're going to get lemon zest, coriander leaf, cypress, cedar, vetiver, and benzoin. This is incredible. It is so damn rich smelling. It's very dense. It's very wealthy smelling as well. So you are getting a very prominent dosage of wood and spice, but then you also have that lemon zest in the corner. This is a perfect example of a fragrance that doesn't go overboard with the sweetness. Because yes, it does smell sweet, but it's not overly feminine. It doesn't smell gourmand. It doesn't smell cakey. It smells very well put, very well composed as well. The one thing that I don't like about this fragrance is going to be the design of the bottle. So the atomizer I do find quite annoying. It's pretty much cool in regards to everything else except the atomizer. So this thing you have to turn because right now it's locked. So if I press on this, it's not going to spray. But if I twist this like so, now it's going to spray. And let's go ahead and give you guys an accurate impression of the atomizer. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, so damn good. Again, that zestiness coming from that lemon zest. It has that sweetness as well, some sweet citruses, and of course, a very, very prominent dosage of cedar and vetiver for that woody and earthy backbone that it needs. So good, guys. And I would recommend this as a blind buy, especially if you like fragrances that are a lot more mature leaning, a lot more classical smelling as well. Do check this one out. Once again, this is coming in from the house of Bulgari. This is Wood Essence. Alright, coming in at number 3 on this list is going to be coming in from the house of Giorgio Armani from the Acqua di Gio collection. This one is ABSOLU. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now this is a compliment getter. Now, out of all the fragrances that are found in the Acqua di Gio collection, my favorite, which unfortunately has been discontinued, as we all know, when there's something that's just too good in the market, unfortunately, it gets discontinued. But my favorite was ABSOLU Instinct. That one was amazing. That one had the combination of aquatic marine notes mixed with ebony wood. So you had a more woodier approach to this. So this was amped up with the wood. It still had that sweetness that's found in ABSOLU because this one is a more sweeter offering amongst the other fragrances within the Acqua di Gio collection. But ABSOLU Instinct was my number 1. That was so good. But once again, unfortunately discontinued. But this is okay. And it is amazing. I do think that any fragrance within the Acqua di Gio collection, it doesn't matter if it's EDP, Acqua di Gio, or Acqua di Gio EDT, Acqua di Gio Profondo, or it's Acqua di Gio Parfum, or Acqua di Gio Essenza, which is also discontinued, or if you have my favorite, ABSOLU Instinct, you can't go wrong with any one of those. They're amazing. I love the Acqua di Gio DNA, that incense, herbal, herbaceous, very smoky as well throughout the middle notes. So good. Everyone, check this one out if you haven't checked it out. Please do. And I do recommend this one as a blind buy. Let's go ahead and spray this one so that you guys get an accurate impression of the atomizer. 1, 2, 3. Well done. Again, every time I smell this, I always kick myself in the pants for not buying ABSOLU Instinct in bulk. That was the one fragrance that got away. She got away from you guys. But this is excellent. You cannot go wrong with this as a blind buy. And once again, any day, any season, anytime. For some of the notes found in this fragrance, they're going to be the aquatic marine notes. But then you have pear, apple, grapefruit, lemon, tonka, and lavender. That is phenomenal. This is a blast of a fragrance. So good. And of course, wear your fragrances unapologetically, especially and particularly with Giorgio Armani's Acqua di Gio ABSOLU. And I do recommend this as a blind buy. You can wear this any day, any season, anytime. Phenomenal. And I will be buying more from this before they discontinue this one. Once again, guys, this is coming in from the house of Giorgio Armani, Acqua di Gio ABSOLU. Okay, coming in at number 2 on this list is going to be coming in from the house of Paco Rabanne. This one is Pour Homme. Phenomenal. Guys, this is the one fragrance that has so much sentiment value to me. If you haven't checked out my previous Q&A video, I go into a little bit more further detail in regards to Paco Rabanne Pour Homme of having so much sentiment value to me. And while you're at it, you should definitely check that video out and subscribe, because I know that if you haven't watched that video, you have not subscribed, my friend. So go ahead and subscribe. But this does have so much sentiment value to me. This is very sartorial, very dapper, very classic smelling. Definitely a lot more mature. This is just extremely magnetizing. From the design of the bottle, I think it's very elegant, very 80s, very retro, very vintage as well. But it is classic, very mature. You can wear this any season and any day. It is very versatile. Some of the notes found in Paco Rabanne Pour Homme are going to be clary sage, lavender, Brazilian rosewood, amber, honey, tobacco, and of course oak moss. So for those of you who don't know, oak moss is a note that is dominantly found in fragrances within the American market. So oak moss equals American. A lot of Americans wear oak moss without even knowing it. It's just that one note that hits very hard in the US, and that's why it's so agreeable. I love this. A very dapper and gentleman-esque fragrance. Do check this one out, and let's go ahead and spray this in the air to give you guys an accurate impression of the atomizer. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. It's a powerhouse. This may not be what it was 15 to 20 years ago, but whatever it is now, I absolutely still love this, and I revere this as a very sentiment fragrance within my collection and in my heart. I do pick up a lot on the oak moss and that honey. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal, guys. Again, check this one out. If you haven't smelled anything by Paco Rabanne and you like that idea of a mature, classic gentleman fragrance, cannot go wrong with this, and I will always recommend this as a blind buy. Once again, from the house of Paco Rabanne, this is Pour Homme. Alright, finally at number 1 on this list is going to be coming in from the house of Penhaligon's. This is HALFETTI Cedar. That is just incredible. This right here, guys. This is my jam. This is so conservative, so mature. If you like the idea of English perfumery, if you like that very conservative approach, you have to check out the House of Penhaligon's in general. This is phenomenal. And if you haven't seen my recent videos that I did mention Penhaligon's Halfetti Leather. So not Halfetti Cedar, but Halfetti Leather in my spray off challenge that I did about a month ago. That one was an amazing video. That was a banger of a video. Once again, if you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe yourself, because once you're subscribed, you will be notified when I release a banger of a video, as always, because I always release banger videos, guys. But this is so classy. This makes me want to wear a suit, without a doubt. Dress in the nines, head to toe. Phenomenal. Some of the notes found in this fragrance are going to be rum, peach, saffron, of course, the cedar, and dried fruits. What does it smell like? It smells like cedar and rum. It is so good. It is a spot-on impression of cedar as well. So this is extremely well blended. This is so classy, guys. And let's go ahead and spray this in air so that you guys get an accurate impression of the atomizer. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's so phenomenal, guys. And I'm going to go ahead and spray some on my hand as well. Phenomenal. Absolutely well done, Penhaligon's. Well done. I will be buying a lot more fragrances from Penhaligon's because I do like more mature, classy, very formal fragrances. Penhaligon's, guys, is a sleeper of a brand. If you don't know Penhaligon's, I absolutely love Penhaligon's. do check this one out. And I do recommend this as a blind buy. Once again, wearing this any day, anytime, any season, phenomenal. You can never go wrong with Halfetti Cedar, an extremely versatile fragrance. Once again, guys, this is from the house of Penhaligon's. This is Halfetti Cedar. All right, everyone, and that concludes today's video for 5 fragrances for any gentleman to have in his collection. I do hope you enjoyed this video, guys. These are a lot more mature, classic smelling fragrances. Very, very well put together, super composed for any outfit, especially if you want to dress down to the nines. Check out any of these 5 fragrances. Once again, everyone, if you haven't subscribed, first of all, welcome to my channel. Go ahead and subscribe. When you subscribe, we can go ahead and start doing free giveaways and start doing a lot more fun stuff on this channel. But as always, everybody, I need your help. So go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. phillipcarterxoffIcial is my social media tag where I can be found on TikTok, Instagram, and of course, YouTube. phillipcarterxoffIcial on Instagram, where I post more about menswear, men's style, men's lifestyle, men's skincare, and of course, perfumery. As always, everyone, thank you very much for watching today. phillipcarterxoffIcial out. Bye-bye for now.